Hey guys, today we'll be making a super cute and girly fringe backdrop. What you will need: plastic tablecloths, whatever colors you choose. I have this netting, zip ties, twill, scissors and a rotary cutter. Alright, let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is unfold your tablecloth, but leave it folded in half. But all the other folds, you're going to unravel them. And you're going to cut in 1.5 to 2 inch thick strip. The thickness of the strip, that is completely up to you and what look you prefer. If you want it skinnier, then you can do so as well. But I feel like 1.5 to 2 inch wide strips make a very pretty and full fringe backdrop. So I'm just going to continue cutting using my rotary cutter or scissors and just cut those strips. So once you've cut the strips, you can just unravel and you see it's a pretty decent size. Once we start making the actual backdrop, we're going to keep these folded in half. But I just want to show you how long they are. I'm going to go ahead and unfold all of the strips because this is just going to make the placement process a lot faster. I'll get them unraveled, have a ton in my hand, and then I can easily place it on the backdrop stand. As opposed to unfolding them one at a time, that's going to make the process a lot longer. Alright, so now that I have my first color complete, I'm going to repeat the same steps with my second color and repeat these steps with every color you want in your backdrop. And then once you're all done, again, this is still folded, I'm going to unfold all of my strips just to make the placement process a lot faster and easier. So get these all unfolded and then I'm going to sit them to the side and repeat this step with every color I want to use. I like to get all of my strips cut and prepped first, and then I place them all on my backdrop stand, and that just makes the entire process so much smoother and quicker. As you can see, it's already looking so cute and precious already. Alright, so once you have all of your strips prepped, now it's time to place. And there are several options. So this is the netting. You can use this if you want to kind of have more structure and have like a specific number of strips in each square. Squares are 2 by 2, but you can also, if you want to kind of place the strips at different levels and kind of step levels, you can do that as well. The only downside about using the netting is you're not able to kind of slide and adjust the colors. If you don't like how something looks, you'll have to take it apart and then place it in the new section. Whereas if you use the twill, you can just slide it to wherever you want it. And with the twill, you just use the zip ties and attach the twill to either side of the backdrop stand. And then you just make sure it's nice and tight. I always say to leave a little extra twill because you can adjust it later if you choose to do so. And then we're just going to take our strips. So as you can see, I have a nice amount of strips in my hand. That way I'm not having to go back and forth. And they're already unraveled. You're going to take your strip. You can double up the strips if you choose to do so, but I feel like one strip at a time just makes it more flowy and fun. So you're going to make sure your strip is folded in half. You're going to take that center and take your hand and pull it behind the twill. And then pull the 2 end pieces through the loop that you just made. And give it a nice strong sturdy tug from left to right a couple of times. Just like that. You can keep all of the strips completely folded in half, or you can kind of make it a little more fun and adjust the height of it. As you can see, this is not perfectly in half. I have more of the strip on one side than the other to kind of give it a little up and down flowy effect, which I do like to do as well. But again, if you want the straight across look, then just keep them all in half. But if you want more of a fun, tapered, flowy look, then you can, ever so many strips, just adjust the height and get it a little off center to where it's not completely in half. And then you just continue making your strips. Again, you have it in half. It's in front of the twill. You take your hand and pull the top loop down, and then you're going to pull the 2 end strips through that loop and then give it a nice firm tug left to right a couple of times. This is what I was talking about where I say you can kind of slide and adjust and move your knots without having to unravel them. If you want to add more of one color or if you want to switch the colors around, you're free to do so. And then I'm just going to, once I finish the first color, I'm going to get a nice stack of my next color and repeat the same steps. Placing my loop, pulling the ends through, giving it a nice tug a couple of times. And once you get like a good method going, it goes by fairly quickly. Again, I am ever so many strips. I'm taking it off center. so I can have that tapered look. I'm just going to get all of my strips placed and show you what it's looking like. Okay, so this is what the bottom is looking like. This is with me taking some of the strips off center so that it's not completely straight across. I think that just looks so cute and fun. So I prefer to do it that way. But again, if a certain look you're going for and you want to keep it completely straight across, you can do so as well. And as you can see, I've clipped the first strip of twill to the very top of my backdrop stand. And I have all 5 colors in place and it looks so cute and precious. You can move it over, add more or less, whatever you prefer. And you can count how many strips you want in each section if you choose to do so. I just kind of estimate and go by look. And this is with the second row added in. So as you can see, there's just a bunch of the knots there. Again, I don't count them. You can if you choose to do so. And you can kind of move them and adjust them if you want the colors switched up, or if you want it tighter or more of one color than another. You can adjust it as much as you'd like. And the zip tie, it can go up or down, so you're able to kind of move it if you want it tighter or further apart. That's why I like the twill more than the netting, because it gives you a little bit more leeway to adjust it if you want to make like slight modifications. And I've tied my third row of twill. And again, just repeating the same steps. I have a lot of my strips in my hand. I'm just making my loop, pulling it through, giving it a nice tug a couple of times, and then pushing it to the side. And that's pretty much it. You just keep repeating over and over. You can move, adjust, slide up or down, whatever you prefer. But it's so cute, simple, and easy to make. You can even add in fun ribbon in between just for a little pop of accent. You can add in glitter strips or glitter ribbon. You can even add in flowers or any other type of like floral decor. So I'll just keep repeating this process for as many layers as you like. I did go with 3 layers, but you can go with 4 or 5 or however many you prefer. And you are all done. So cute, simple, and easy to make. Modify the color, the style, add in any additional embellishments you prefer. If you want the fringe backdrop to be thicker or fuller or taller or wider, just adjust accordingly. So I actually prefer the twill because you can use a zip tie, take your twill and tie it to either end of your backdrop stand. Some people even like to use like the wire that's flat and straight and it doesn't have any bend or any give, but it's nice and firm, and you can just zip tie that to the backdrop stand. Some people prefer that. Also, you can hang it from the ceiling as fringe panels. You can hang it from a door or even gate or a fence, or even from a tree. It's very versatile. You can just have fun with it and make it your own.